Well, if you want to continue to learn about Donald Trump's pathology, please make sure to follow along and, of course, share. Now, since January of this year, and certainly since 2017, I've been talking about Donald Trump being a malignant narcissist, a sociopath, and clearly now in cognitive decline. So much so that the Drudge report, which seems to have more balls than many other newspapers, recently put this out on their front page. In fact, they did it today as I'm recording this, pointing out about Donald Trump's mental decline. And I can assure you, as eggs are eggs, I've said this before, his behavior is only going to get worse. If you want to learn, buy the book. Now, this book, the paperback's I think like $10, but because I want to make sure as many people as possible learn about Donald Trump's mental capacity, the Kindle version is only 99 cents. I'm doing it because I want people to be, like myself, hopefully on the right side of history. And remember, information is power. Now, I'm assuring you as well, Donald Trump's had a massive narcissistic wound ever since this Drudge report cover came out. The front page came out today on Friday. Because remember, a malignant narcissist, someone like Donald Trump, everything is made up. It's grandiose. He doesn't lie to try and convince us so much as to lie to his self, to his inner self. Remember, there is nothing inside. I did a video for the farmers just now, a bit earlier today actually, for the farmers. He doesn't care. He's incapable of empathy. He doesn't care if you go broke, doesn't care about the farm, doesn't care about your family. So if you want to learn about Donald Trump, in the book, he's entirely predictable. I lay out a grid even of the types of response that you would get should you praise him, and also should something like this Drudge report happen. Remember stories about Donald Trump throwing ketchup at the wolves? That's typical of a reaction for someone like Donald Trump. They lash out. Everything's an overcompensation, like calling the New York Times journalist, who's a woman, of course, calling her ugly, because why not, after a report came out about his mental health and more along the lines of he's getting older. Well, he's 80 years old. I get that. No one's going to be the same at 80 as they were even at 50 or my age, right? It's just not the way it is. So Donald Trump, narcissistic wound today, I'm sure, from this headline. If you want to be ahead of your friends, regardless of who they voted for, it's not a political statement, get the book for 99 cents. Educate yourself. It's not the be-all and end-all. You can make your own minds up. I lay out the evidence. You can then decide. Reach out to me if you have any suggestions. There's an email at the back of the book. Be on the right side of history. Information is power.